Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you another installment of Wine Wednesday. Eventually one of these weeks we'll talk about something super silly and not serious at all. But this week is not one of those weeks. So, as you know, this upcoming weekend is Mother's Day. And I had lost my mother. December will be 4 years this year. And I just wanted to do, somebody had recommended, I was asking for recommendations for Wine Wednesday videos. And one of my friends, Sam, recommended that I do a video about my mom since it's Mother's Day. And Mother's Day for the past few years have been very difficult. I am not a mother. And as you know from last week's Wine Wednesday, I have desperately wanted to become a mother, and I have also lost my mother. So I am not the biggest fan of Mother's Day whatsoever. Actually, this upcoming weekend, a girlfriend and I are going to the Oregon coast, and it's a big FU to Mother's Day. I do have my mother-in-law though that I love very much and, you know, would love to celebrate her, but it's kind of important for my friend and I to get away and do our own thing this weekend. Off topic, that was completely off topic. Well, not completely, but it was just a mini rant. Anyway, so today in honor of my mother, I have there's this one, it's bigger than my head. Do you see that? It's ridiculous. And I get this at Trader Joe's. I think all these wines will probably be from Trader Joe's. And this is my all-time favorite wine, and it's red wine, and it's from Spiral Wines. And it's delicious and amazing. And my mother and I would drink Merlot. That was our favorite wine. So here's to you, Mom. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. So, my mother and I were as best friends could be. We talked on the phone every single day. We talked about everything. She was always there for me, and it was kind of like we were sisters. We were long lost sisters, which was amazing. It really was amazing. And she passed away extremely suddenly. I remember when my husband and I got engaged. We got engaged Christmas time of 2011. And my mom was visiting, which she visited most of the time during Christmas time. She flew to Portland from North Carolina, where she was living at the time. And she was able to witness my husband proposing. He proposed in front of the whole family, got it on camera and everything. And it meant the world to my mom, absolutely the world. It was the most amazing thing. She broke down crying. She was so happy and so thankful that my husband did that. And I had this feeling after we got engaged, I just had this feeling deep down inside that we needed to get married right away. And we had been together for a few years or something before that. But I just knew that I needed to get married really quick. So we planned our wedding in 6 months, had our wedding, and you know, my mom was there. We shared amazing memories. I will never forget the night before the wedding. I didn't want to see my husband. I didn't want to see Chris. So I went and I stayed with my mom at this totally seedy motel down the road. And we just hung out and we had some wine and we just talked. You know, it's such a special time, you know, before the wedding. And she told me don't do it several times. But, you know, we ended up getting married. But that was just her sense of humor. But yeah, I mean, I'm really glad that we ended up getting married, because we did have a bunch of photos and the whole family were together, and she passed away just 5 months after we got married. So those photos are really special. I actually have some photos here for you to share. I do have them in photo frames though, so I don't know, the glare might be kind of annoying, but we'll see. Hopefully not so much. So there is a photo of, oh man, that glare. Oh. I'll just put it right there. There's a photo of my mother and I at my wedding. And I had a peacock themed wedding, so she really wanted to do blue. But she just had this energy about her that she was just so incredibly full of life. She was so beautiful, just had an amazing spirit. I mean, honestly, she was my best friend. Getting a little emotional here. But, yeah, so I will never forget that morning when she had passed away, and I had called her every day around 11 o'clock. So I gave her a call around 11 o'clock, and it was December 21st, 2012. So it was 12/21/12. And my aunt had picked up the phone and told me that my mother had passed away. And it was one of those things where I just said, no, like this isn't happening. That can't be true. There is no way that this is true. And she just told me, you know, I'm so sorry, but it's true. I'll call you in a little bit and, you know, we can talk about it. So time kind of seemed to stand still, and I just kept on saying, no, 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 this can't be true. And the day before, I had called her and gotten a recipe that, you know, she used to make. And it was a really short conversation. It was like a 3-minute something second conversation. But, you know, I expected to talk to her the next day, and it just didn't happen. And, you know, I tried to make this video light and airy and more of a memory of her, but I guess this is just what's coming out of my mouth right now. It's just what I'm needing to say, I guess. Anyway, it was the biggest loss that I had ever experienced. It was a feeling of a piece of my heart just lost forever. And that's the way it will always feel, and it never feels okay. It's just missing her, and you know, remembering her spirit, and, you know, just trying to live the way she would want me to live. And I know that she would be so proud of me and my little family, and, you know, where I'm going, and my confidence that has just grown so much. That's all that she would want. I'll go ahead and show you a tattoo that one of the tattoos I had gotten for her, and that is this one right here. And that is her handwriting, and I'll read it to you since it's kind of a weird angle. It says, "I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. Love, Mommy." And that was something really special that I got for her, because I believe that signatures are so, I mean, her handwriting, like that was her. Like I could pick out her handwriting out of a group of handwriting. So that was something that was really special that I did in memory of her. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you some other photos of her. And let's see, there's this one right here. This one isn't in. And I'm going to hopefully it will. Oh man, I should have thought. I was going to just like hey, I'm gonna put in these photos and scan it, but you know what, that's way too much work for me right now. So I have to get this video out tomorrow. So anyway, there's my mom and my dad and my grandmother, but yeah, that's my mommy. And she was probably around like 22 or so. And then here's some other photos, which the glare is probably gonna be awful, but I'm gonna show you anyway. It's kind of like a bunch of photos. This is her and us, my sister and I were, I have a sister, by the way, in case you didn't know, I have a sister and we're twins. And then there's my mom and my dad. Sorry, the glare is so bad. Maybe I won't show you. But anyway, you can kind of take a look at that. I mean, this is really special. I have this hanging up in my room. But, yeah. And I just want to share a message to those of you, not only, let's get specific, those of you who have lost a mother, those of you who are mothers who have lost your children. I want to send you all of my love and all of my positive energy and prayers. Once again, I mean, kind of going with my video last week, if you need somebody to talk to, if you want to talk about your mom or talk about, you know, somebody who you have lost, if you need to talk about, if you lost your child and you need to talk about that, please feel free to talk to me. Even if you aren't mothers and you've been trying for a child or a baby, happy Mother's Day to you. So maybe this Mother's Day, if you have a hard time with Mother's Day, something out into the universe. I don't know, maybe buy some flowers still. Maybe buy that Mother's Day card. Maybe plant some flowers, or, you know, maybe fill a balloon with some kind of intentions or notes that you wish to send up to the universe. Just do maybe something to spend time with your girlfriends, you know. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was one of those videos where it was, you know, very emotional for me to do. I went into this not exactly knowing what I would talk about, but what I have said, apparently it needed to come out. May have been scattered, maybe not complete thoughts were made. And I don't think it's because of the wine. I think it's an emotional subject. And one of these days, you know what, we're gonna talk about something funny on a Wine Wednesday. So, you know what, leave your comments below of any ideas you have for other Wine Wednesday topics. It could be anything, people, anything. I do want to thank Sam for recommending this video. It felt really good to kind of just say what I needed to say and, you know, let out some of that emotion that is, you know, sometimes bottled up inside that comes out. Sometimes I post it on Facebook. Sometimes, you know, I rant to my husband, or, you know, that's my phone going off. Yeah, so please leave any comments below. Like this video if you liked it. Please click subscribe. Also, if you know anybody who would be interested in my videos, please share. And yeah, thank you so much for watching my videos. It really means a lot to me. This is such an amazing outlet for me to kind of, you know, share my passion, share a little bit of my story, and I really do appreciate it. I love you guys so much. I'm so blessed to have you who have supported me and who always supports me. I love you guys, and thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day.